I'm here with Ray Nargang from the Disabled American Veterans Chapter 26 here in Southern Maryland. Ray, thanks for meeting with me today. We're just going to have a little chat and talk a little bit about the Disabled American Veterans, what this chapter does, what they do here locally, and what they can do for you. Ray, how long have you been with the chapter?
I've been with Chapter 7 years.
7 years, terrific. And what is your office here with this organization?
Okay, well, I came up through the board of officers. I was a senior vice, and then I became commander.
So you're the commander of this chapter here. Okay, so you meet here, just to kind of help our Southern Maryland audience, you meet here, is it once a month, or how often do you meet?
It's the first Thursday of every month.
Okay.
We have a PTSD group at 5 o'clock, and then we have our regular chapter meeting at 7 o'clock.
Okay, so we are here at the Old Town Cafe in Leonardtown.
Yep.
And so this is your standard meeting place, correct?
Yes, this is where we're at. We have our chapter meetings.
Okay, so it's every month on, is it the first
Thursday.
First Thursday of every month. So first Thursday of every month here in Leonardtown, you can meet with this amazing guy and get some great information. So your meetings, and you said you start at 5 o'clock, and you have a group specifically geared towards PTSD?
Yeah, myself and my senior vice put a PTSD group together and got it funded. And we have veterans that have PTSD that need help can come here, and we talk about the issues, post-traumatic stress syndrome, with the veterans. It's not War Stories 101, it's not War Stories 202, it's you come here to the point where you get comfortable, and then you talk about the issues that you're going through.
So in addition to this being a session where everyone can sort of share some of their experiences and what they're going through, I understand that you can also connect them with some help and assistance with regard to disabilities from the armed services. Is that correct?
Yes, we have chapter service officers that can handle your claim for free. You don't have to pay a lawyer. You don't have to pay anybody. You just come to us, we handle your paperwork. We fight the fight for the veteran.
That's amazing, and it's always nice. It's difficult, I think, sometimes for people who find themselves in a situation where they are not sure where to reach out. So we definitely have this great asset here by having you. One of the things I overheard was that you also assist with family situations such as widows and some of their needs as well. Can you talk a little bit about what types of services you can provide there?
Yes, if the veteran ends up being deceased, the widow can come to us, and we provide the paperwork for them. They got to bring in a marriage certificate and kids' birth certificates and so forth. And then what we do is file the paperwork, and we're able to get a monetary value to help the budget of the family. So at least they have some money coming in and not any at all.
Oh, that's wonderful. So are you affiliated also with those veteran service organizations that come down and talk about what sorts of benefits and things disabled American veterans can get? Do you connect that way as well?
Usually we have a van that comes down from Baltimore, and they turn around and through us.
Okay.
And we ask them to come down, and they'll come down with the mobile van that we have, and they do business with that. Now, other than, because of what we do, and we're specific, other than these other veteran organizations, we do what we do, and they do what they do. So we directly help the veterans out and their families.
So you have to kind of facilitate that.
Yes.
In a way to help kind of give them a little place to kind of start.
Yep.
And then maybe go back and forth with you as well.
And just to mention, we're a free service, okay? And I gave you a few examples that I have some friends that have been 10 years at this, trying to get their benefits. $48,000 to pay a lawyer when we do it free.
My goodness, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much for what you do here. Thank you for your service, of course. And again, one more time, let's just tell our viewers, you are here on what day of the month, where are we in Leonardtown, and how can they contact you?
Okay, we're here for our chapter service meeting and our PTSD meeting. PTSD meeting is at 5 o'clock. Chapter meeting is at 7 o'clock. We're here on the first Thursday of every month.
I'll break it down.
Here in Leonardtown?
Here in Leonardtown Square.
Okay.
Here at the UO Cafe.
Terrific. Well, thank you so much again for your time. And for those who want a little more information, you can absolutely check out the Disabled American Veterans website, and you're going to see that on the screen. So hopefully we can help connect some of our service veterans and some of their needs. Ray, thank you so much for chatting with me.
Just a few things.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you need information right away, and you can turn around and get on the website, DAV.org, and you can turn around and go through the website there, and you can pick a state and you can pick a local chapter to you, and you shouldn't have any excuse of not getting any help, but you can still personally contact us.
Okay, so I guess the DAV.org is
Yep.
the general national or
Yes.
international group, and then the one that you're going to see across the screen here is more for our the local chapter.
Chapter
Is that correct?
26,
Terrific.
excuse me.
Awesome. Ray, thank you so much for your time, and thank you all out there for taking the time to chat with us.
Please come see us.
I'm here with Irene Parrish, owner of Ye Old Town Cafe, right here in downtown Leonardtown. Irene, thanks for meeting with me and chatting today. You're welcome. Now, we are here tonight during one of the events that you sort of sponsor here in your restaurant, and this is the DAV meeting. So they meet here. Tell me a little bit about what they do here.
Well, they come here once a month for an executive meeting, first of all, and that lasts till about 7 o'clock, and then they adjourn, take a bathroom break, do whatever they need to do. In the meantime, the rest of the organization comes in, and as you can see, we feed them dinner. They have choices, and we make them up little private little menus so they can select what they would like to have. Okay, and we try to do some little extra things for them that they normally don't get because they do so much for the public. I'm disappointed this year that we can't have the Veterans Parade. This is the best Veterans Parade anywhere in the state of Maryland. These are people that work very, very hard, and they are both men and women.
So it's nice that you are taking the time to actually not only recognize them, but give them a little extra and allow them to come in here and do what they need to do to help the veterans of our community.
That's correct. And we're normally not open in the evening. We're just here for breakfast and lunch. But when we have occasions like this, we open for special events.
That's very nice. So I understand you also have some, now I know that program has just recently ended, but you had a meals program. What was that all about?
That was for our seniors at the Garvey Center. They have frozen meals during the week where they stick them in the freezer. But the county decided to allow them to have one warm meal a week. So we worked with the Garvey Center, and the lady that I worked with was Alice. She's fabulous. And we tried to give them some foods that they would really like, something different every Wednesday. And we've actually had people call here just to say thank you because it's something they've never had and they appreciated it.
That's wonderful, and I can imagine. It's nice to have something, some good homemade cooking,
Right.
A little something different than what they're used to doing. So you have a full menu here. Now tell us a little bit about are you open for breakfast, lunch, dinner? Talk about that a little bit.
Well, we're open for breakfast. We open at 8 right now because of the virus. Normally we would have opened at 7. And we're here till 2 or until the restaurant is empty. We have a full breakfast menu, anything you can think of. And we also have lunch. Everything is homemade. Nothing comes out of a bag and gets heated up. Steve is our general manager, and he's very, very careful about what he prepares. And he likes to have different things, not the same old thing all the time. And we try to keep our prices where people can still afford to come out and eat.
That's so good to hear. So great home cooking, right? Right? How do they say that? Fresh and never frozen, and made by loving hands.
Right. And we also have an interest in the children in this community. As when you came in the front door, we have a turkey that was made. We have a bench outside for the children. We have a special menu for them with their crayons. And then they get their crayons and then they get thrown away. In the past, we used to do First Friday for teens or young people. And this would be packed. Their parents would come, they'd check out the restaurant, see how safe it was, and then they could go around town and do what they wanted to do. So when COVID is over, this will be one of the things we're going to bring back. We need to do things for children so they can have something to do.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for all you do for the community, the DAV, the elderly community, the senior community, the kids community. Tell us really quickly how they can reach you.
The telephone number here is 301-475-5151. You can leave a message if it's hours that we're not here. We're right here on the square, so you can't miss us.
And you do full service menu, and do you do carry out as well?
Yes, ma'am. We do a lot of carry out. You have people that work in the law offices here, the governmental center, or the hospital that they want something a little bit different than what they can bring from home.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for everything you do for our community. And I have eaten here myself, and I got to tell you, it's amazing. Breakfast, best pancakes anywhere. So, thanks for joining us. Thanks for chatting with me today. Thank you for everything you do for the community. It's wonderful what you do. And thank you all. If you have never been here, you got to come in. We're right here in the square in Leonardtown, the Old Town Cafe. Say that.
And it's a family atmosphere.
And that's what it just feels very comfortable when you walk in here.
Right. And the other thing is we don't have alcohol. We decided not to do that because we wanted it to be a family restaurant.
But you have a great cup of coffee. I can vouch for that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you all. If you get a chance, stop in. You're going to love it here.
Thank you.